The radiant energy emitted by the black body at 300 Kelvin per unit area per unit second is. When you are seeing the word black body, the formula should come in your mind, Stefan's law. Stefan's law. See what is mean by black body? See, taking this is a black body. Black body means it absorbs all the energy, and when it is heated, it emits all the radiation incident on it. So when it absorbs all the radiations, now it is heated at 300 Kelvin. So when we heat the black body, it emitted the radiation incident on it. Our aim is to find here what is the radiant energy emitted. What is the energy emitted by the black body at T is equal to 300 Kelvin. So according to the Stefan law says that the energy emitted by the black body, it is directly proportional to the area of cross section and the fourth power of the temperature. And here E, energy emitted by the black body, is equal to, I am representing a symbol here, that is sigma, that is Stefan's constant, and A into T power 4. Here they given per unit area. So area is equal to 1. Area is equal to 1 per unit second. So T is equal to 1 second. So we can write here E is equal to energy emitted by the black body. They given the Stefan constant as 5.7 into 10 power minus 8. Area is 1 and T power 4. They given the temperature as in 300 Kelvin. So 300 power 4. When you are substituting these values, you will get the answer 462 joule. So the energy emitted by the black body when it is heated at 300 Kelvin is 462 joule. So the option is number 4, 462 joule. Resistance of a metal wire is 5 ohm and 6 ohm at 50 degrees Celsius and 100 degrees Celsius respectively. The temperature at which the resistance is 7 ohms. We need to find the temperature at the resistance at 7 ohm in what is the temperature. Now here the given value is R1 is equal to resistance of the metal wire, R1 is equal to 5 ohm. R1 is nothing but that is an initial resistance. For this resistance they given the temperature as an 50 degrees Celsius, and R2 that is the final resistance. Given value 6 ohm. For this one given temperature is 100 degrees Celsius. If you see resistance as well as temperature, if they are giving the values, means you must use the formula, that is linear coefficient. Okay, coefficient of linear expansion. Denoting the symbol for coefficient of linear expansion is alpha is equal to resistance, final resistance, R2 is final resistance minus initial resistance, R1 is initial resistance divided by R1 initial resistance, change in temperature, that is del theta, change in temperature. Now this can be written as alpha is equal to R2 value they given us 6 minus R1 initial resistance 5 divided by 5, change in resistance, changes resistance is nothing but we will write that one as theta 2 minus theta 1. Theta 2 value they given us 100 degrees Celsius and theta 1 value they given us 50 degrees Celsius. So 100 minus 50. Now this can be written as alpha is equal to 1 by 5 into 50. So alpha is equal to here, alpha is equal to 1 by 250. Now our aim is to find, we need to find what is the temperature at the resistance 7 ohm. So here Once again I am writing the coefficient of linear expansion. Alpha is equal to R2 minus R1 divided by R1 into change in temperature. Now here in the second case, this is second case. In the second case, we are taking R1 initial resistances. The initial resistance they given as an 5 ohm, and for that the temperature is 50 degree Celsius. Our aim is to calculate R2 value they given 7 ohm. We need to calculate what is the temperature. Okay. Now you substitute in this formula. Alpha value is 1 by 250 is equal to R2 resistance 7 ohm minus 5 divided by 5. Change in temperature is theta 2 minus theta 1. Now this is the initial temperature theta 1. Our aim is to calculate what is theta 2. So theta 2 minus theta 1 is 50 degree Celsius. Now here this get cancelled. Now this can be written as theta 2 minus 50 is equal to 2 into 50, and theta 2 is equal to 100 plus 50. So theta 2 is equal to 150 degree Celsius. So the temperature at which the resistance 7 ohm, for 7 ohm the temperature is now 150 degree Celsius. So the option is here number 3, 150 degree Celsius. A current carrying conductor obeys Ohm's law if the current passing through the conductor is they given the value of current, and voltage developed they given the value of voltage. Find the percentage error in resistance. See here, the current carrying conductor obeys Ohm's law. So we need to write the formula for the Ohm's law. We know that Ohm's law V is equal to IR. Our aim is to find the percentage error of the resistance. So R is equal to V by R. We need to find here the percentage error. So what is the given value now? When you see the formula like this, you must remind that the second one is the error value and first one is the true value. And here we will represent the true value as I. This is current, so I am representing it as an I. I is equal to 5. Okay, this is a true value, actual value, and del I. This is nothing but del I is an error, 0.2. Will represent the symbol del I here, 0.2, and the given value for voltage is V is equal to the true value they given as 70, and del V is equal to the error value they given as 7. Okay. Now you need to write the formula for the equation 1. Find the percentage error. Percentage error formula you need to write. For resistance R. Always if you are writing the percentage error, the error must come in the numerator, that is del R divided by R, that is a true value, into 100 divided is equal to voltage del V divided by V into 100. Here the current is in denominator. You must note that the error will always added up. So error will always added up. If it is in multiplication or if it is in division, subtraction or addition, the error will always added up only. Here it is in division. I am going to add this one. This will added up. So now write for current del I divided by error. This is the error value divided by I into 100. Now substitute the values here. del V is equal to 7 divided by V is 70 into 100 plus error value of current is 0.2 divided by I is 5 into 100. Now this get cancelled and 10 and this is 20 plus when you are multiplying this you will get 4. So the error, we need to find the percentage error in the resistance R. So the percentage error in the resistance R is 14. So the option is number 1, 14.
From the following pair of ions, which is an isoelectronic pair? First, we have to know what is isoelectronic pair. An ion or an atom which contains the same number of electrons, that is called isoelectronic pairs. In the first option, they are giving Na plus and Mg2 plus. Na plus and Mg2 plus. Mg2 plus. Here the atomic number of sodium is 11. Here there is an plus charge is present, so we have to minus 1 electron. So the total number of electron is 10. In here the atomic number of magnesium is 12. So 12. Here the plus 2 minus charge is there, so we have to subtract 2 electrons from this, we get 10 electrons. So these both have 10 electrons. So the answer is 1. In the case of Fe2 plus and Mn2 plus, Mn2 plus, the atomic number of iron is 26. We have to minus 2 electrons, we get 24 electrons. In manganese, the atomic number is 25. We have to minus 2 electrons, so we get 23. Here there is an uneven number of electrons, so this is not an isoelectronic pair. In the third case, O2 minus and F2 minus. Here the atomic number of oxygen is 8. Here 2 minus, so we have to add 2 electrons. So the total number of electron is 10. In the case of fluorine, the atomic number is 9. Here also 2 minus, so we have to add 2 electrons. So the total number of electrons is 11. This is also wrong. In fourth option, Mn3 plus and Fe3 plus. Here the atomic number of manganese is 25. Here 3 plus, so we have to subtract 3. We get 22 electrons. In iron 3 plus, the atomic number of iron is 26. We have to minus 3 electrons, so we get 23 electrons. This also have an uneven electrons. So the answer is option 1. Element having an atomic number 57 belongs to which block of periodic table? This 57 belongs to lanthanide series. So lanthanum has an atomic number 57. This lanthanide series belongs to F block elements. So the correct answer is option 4. In the case of helium, the atomic number of helium is 2. So the electronic configuration is 1s2. We have to draw the molecular orbital diagram for helium. Here the electrons are 2 electrons. This 1s orbital. These 2 atomic orbitals combine to form a 2 molecular orbitals, that is sigma 1s and sigma star 1s. In sigma 1s, there is 2 electrons. In sigma star 1 is also 2 electrons. When we apply this number of electrons in this formula, here bonding electrons are 2 and anti-bonding electrons are 2. So 2 minus 2 divided by 2. So the bond order is 0. So we know that we calculate the bond order for lithium is 1 and bond order for helium is 0. So the correct option is 4.
Which of the following is responsible for inducing cell division and delay in senescence? So these are all plant growth regulators. Cytokinin, auxins, gibberellic acid were plant growth promoters. It will promote the plant growth. But abscisic acid will act as a plant growth inhibitors. It will promote seed dormancy and all. So in case of cell division, it will be promoted by cytokinin. So cytokinin is the answer. Choose the incorrect statement with respect to diffusion. Before we getting into this topic, you have to know what is diffusion. Diffusion means movement of molecules from higher concentration to the lower concentration in the random manner until it attain the equilibrium. That is called as diffusion. So let's get into the points. The first point they are given as energy expenditure takes place. In the question they have asking incorrect statement. So you have to carefully answer this kind of questions. So let's consider if you are going for a trekking. While uphilling you need much energy. In case of returning you don't need much energy. So this case is called as a passive movement. So passive transport. This process is called passive transport where the energy is not much needed and the energy expenditure does not take place. But in the case of diffusion too, it is a kind of passive transport. There is no need of energy expenditure taken place though. So this statement is incorrect. The second statement, molecules move in a random fashion. Yes, we have already seen the molecule will be move in a random direction. So this statement is correct. It is the only means for gaseous movement within the plant body. Yes, this statement is also correct. Though diffusion can take place both in the gaseous and liquid medium, but in case of plant body, this is the only means for a gaseous movement. Diffusion rates are affected by the gradient of concentration. Yes, according to the concentration of the gradient, the diffusion rate will get affected. So what are all they asking? They asked for incorrect statement. So answer is option 1. When a photosynthetic plant is transferred to an atmosphere of enriched oxygen, its rate of. So you have to keep an photosynthetic plant into an enriched oxygen environment. You have already know that. What is photosynthesis? Carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight results in the formation of carbohydrate, that is glucose and oxygen. So for a photosynthesis to be occurred, it need carbon dioxide and water. If a plant is put in an oxygen rich environment, the photosynthetic rate will be decreased. So there are many factors which affect the rate of photosynthesis. So all the elements are need to be in an optimum level for a photosynthesis to be occurred. So anything beyond the level which will limit the rate of photosynthesis. So the photosynthesis rate will be decrease is the answer.
In which part of female Anopheles mosquito the sporozoid form of Plasmodium is stored? So here they are asking which part of female Anopheles mosquito the sporozoid form of the Plasmodium is stored. So here the correct answer will be option 3, salivary glands. So I will explain it with the life cycle. So we all know that the life cycle of Plasmodium involves two hosts, that is the mosquito and the human. In mosquito, the gametocytes entering from the human into the mosquito, they combine together to form the zygote. So this fertilization process occurs in the gut of the, that is digestive system of the mosquito. After fertilization, the zygote forms sporozoites. These sporozoites, once they are formed in the digestive tract, they migrate and enter into the salivary glands of the mosquito, and they get stored in the salivary glands. So once the mosquito bites another human being, the sporozoites migrate from the salivary glands and enter into the human body. Thus, the answer for this question will be option 3, salivary glands, where the sporozoite form of the Plasmodium is stored. What is A in the given diagram? So here they are asking the part A in the given diagram. This is the structure of a sperm. So the part A will be option 2, acrosome. We will discuss all the other parts. So here we can see the structure of a sperm. Sperm is divided into head part, neck part, the middle piece and the terminal part, tail. So in the head we have a cap-like portion which is called as acrosome, and here in the head part we have nucleus. Between the head and the middle piece we have neck, and in the middle this tubular part is called as middle piece, which contains the mitochondria. Mitochondria is the energy source for the sperm, and the terminal part is called as tail. So these are the parts of sperm. Here they are asking the part A, which is acrosome. So the option will be option 2, acrosome. Select the incorrect statement about MTP. So they are asking about the incorrect statement of MTP, that is medical termination of pregnancy. So we will see each and every statement. First statement, MTP is enacted to avoid illegal abortions. Yes, MTP was enacted mainly to avoid illegal abortion. So this option is correct. MTP can be performed within 12 weeks of pregnancy by a registered medical practitioner. So MTP can be performed within 12 weeks. So within 12 weeks an MTP can be performed by a registered medical practitioner. So this point is also correct. MTP was legalized in India in 1971. So this point is correct. MTP was legalized in India in 1971. So it was reformed in 2021. So this is a current affair. So it was reformed in 2021. So this point is correct. Coming to the fourth point, pregnancy can be continued without MTP even if it involves a risk to mother and baby. So pregnancy can be continued without MTP even if it involves a risk to mother and baby. This point is wrong. I will explain it. Some of the criteria where MTP can be performed are pregnancy due to contraceptive failure. So pregnancy due to contraceptive failure or unprotected intercourse. And next point is, if there is any risk to mother, like if the mother is sick physically or mentally, MTP can be performed. Next, according to humanitarian basis, MTP can be performed in the survivors of rape and incest. And finally, if there is a fetal anomaly, we can perform MTP. So in case of fetal malformations also, MTP is performed according to humanitarian basis. So for this question, the answer will be pregnancy can be continued without MTP even if it involves risk to the mother and baby. This is wrong because pregnancy can be terminated. So MTP can be done if there is a risk to the mother and the baby. So according to this point. So the correct answer is answer 4.